Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello, welcome back to the Butterverse. We back with another review for the Comic Review Corner. We're checking our Amazing Spider-Man issue 74, the end of the Kindred storyline. So we pick up after the end of the last, same chapter and everything, where it all came together as far as Pete, Mary Jane, Norman, Harry, and all of them are going to come together to meet Kindred and everything. After the last chapter, it's revealed that Kindred is not in fact Harry Osborn, but in fact clones of Gabriel and Sarah, which are clones that were crafted from Norman Osborn and Gwen Stacy's genetics to make the illusion that they were Gwen Stacy's twins by Norman Osborn, because that never happened. That was just mass hypnosis that was dictated to Norman Osborn and everything by Harry toward the end of his life. So we pick up at the beginning of this chapter. Harry, when Harry died, trying to be a good guy and everything, and he's in hell. I mean, heck, he was the Green Goblin and everything. I mean, he had some redeeming stuff at the end and after that. But it's revealed the reason why Mephisto has him there in hell is because Norman had sold his son for sold his son's soul for success and everything in previous chapters and everything. So we see that and everything, and at that we get to the live action as far as that Peter finally links up with Mary Jane. They share a kiss and an embrace. It's like, I missed you so much. It's been a lot. I know I've been through a lot, you've been through a lot and everything. And then boom, Norman comes in there. It's like, hey man, you gotta be ready, Kindred is, yeah, I know, Kindred so and so and all that, and they come in there fighting and everything. Meanwhile, we see Harry locked up. I would say, well, not locked up. He see his dead corpse and everything, along with this girl. I forgot her name, but it'll come to me later. Basically, the girl that Peter had dated and all that. That she found out his identity, but they broke up and everything because she couldn't handle all that. But yeah, so they find out Harry's dead body reveals the truth. Like, yeah, Harry has been a clone. So Harry the clone has been the one here the whole time, raising his family, making a son with his wife and everything and all that other stuff, and has been the current one and everything that's been locked up. So it wasn't really Harry, but what's the name? He had died before in a whole different storyline and everything, but he came back because clones. Fortunately, in the Spider-Man universe, clones is a big thing since the clone conspiracy, which teasers, we get into that a little bit later, but I'll get back to that. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So anyways, Spider-Man's fighting Kindred, and they out here giving it to him and everything until Harry joins the fray, and we get like a little bit of like a Spider-Man 3 kind of shot, as far as like we see Harry on top of the glider with Goblin stuff helping out Peter, and that Harry confesses his sins as far as saying, hey man, this is all my fault. I was mad at my father and everything. I wanted to torture him and torture Pete because I was fucked up in the head and everything. I'm sorry for all that. And the Kindreds are like, you're lying and everything, and we don't really care about that. Then Norman's like, no, this is all my fault. I pushed all of you with this statements because, like, what's saying, I'm not going to, like, it was not it's not the Goblin toxin that did this. It's me. I was a selfish man, a small man, a petty man who did all this, and I'm so sorry for all the damage I caused. And that they're going to go at him. But Spider-Man and Harry fight back and everything, and then Harry even jumps in the way of Kindred's attack, and after that gets impaled and dies. Meanwhile, we see Doctor Strange and Mephisto gambling, and they're gambling over Peter's soul or whatever, what's in the stake of this battle that'll end up in the right way. So they're beating down Peter, and like they're trying to make that change, because the main thing, like Mephisto has a session with Peter that he just wants Peter to fall over to the dark side, make that bad decision, and then after that it'll end up costing him his soul, so Mephisto can collect. Now that doesn't happen. Mary Jane helps him out, and then the Kindred's like, oh damn, we failed our mission and everything, and they dry up. It says Mephisto's magic was the only thing keeping us from dying again, because since they're clones, they had like a thing of like reincarnating and dying and dying and dying and dying, but Mephisto kept resurrecting them and all that to help out with this whole effort. But like, but St. Peter even gives him like the last rites. It's like, hey, if you were real and you met your mother, she would have loved you nonetheless. So, I mean, heck, it ends sad. Harry's dead, but they do free Harry's soul, so he's not with Mephisto anymore. And after that, Dr. Strange asks him, "What is your obsession with Peter? Like, you got a fetish for him, man? Whatever you get, what's wrong with you and Peter?" He's like, "Well, be honest with you, Strange. I always have a vision. I'm sitting on the throne, I'm ruling the earth, I just took it over and everything, and there's one hero that always comes through and blocks it, and it's Spider-Man, I can't let that happen." And then Dr. Strange's like, "Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I'm wrong. I know it's Cap, because you never tell the truth, but heck, you keep your lie on the own. I mean, heck, every lie has some for the truth." And he's like, "Heck, you are true about that." Then we see, for real, it's not Spider-Man who does it. It's Spider-Man's daughter with Mary Jane. That, what's her name, is going to be the one to stop Mephisto one day, but heck, we'll see that in the future. So the story ends. Him and Mary Jane go home. They try to sleep off a little bit of some stuff, and at that, wake up. He takes her on a little bit of a swinging thing. They kiss, and it's all nice. And that's the end of this storyline. We pick up also afterward with a girl getting out of jail and everything, and then we see Ben Reilly Spider-Man, aka Scarlet Spider, back in the picture, which ties into the whole clone conspiracy thing I was talking about. It's like, why is he back and everything? Because I mean, he's not really. It's been a little bit of weirdness with Ben because he had his own storyline, and he like the whole multiverse thing, and then the stuff before the storyline and all that. But we'll see how this falls in, because that's going to be the next Spider-Man storyline going forward, as far as Peter and Ben are back together. But we'll see that later. As far as this chapter, I give it a solid 8.8. Great ending. Waiting to see how this goes for the next one. And heck, like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll be back with another one. Peace.